So Tony and myself are venturing out somewhere a little bit different today. We are going out of our garden in Neath and we are going to a garden centre called Millbrook Garden Centre, which is situated in Monmouth. Now this particular garden centre is known for its exotic plants and its jungle style plants. So let's go and see what they've got in stock there. So we have come somewhere very special today, somewhere that we haven't been before, and we've taken a day trip to Millbrook Garden Centre. So come with us and we'll have a look and see what they've got in the shop. So the first thing that greets you when you come in is this large sign saying shade loving plants. And just look at all these that they've got here. So we've got agapanthus, plenty of ferns. And we're moving away now from the waterfall that was behind me. So just look at all these here now. Absolutely beautiful. Some of these that I haven't come across before. Like that one there, but the amount of ferns that they've got here is just totally unbelievable. Beautiful choices. Just look at the colour on that one there. So I'm completely in my element. And I've never been to a garden centre with as much choice as this year. And look at that there, a giant schefflera reaching up for the sky. And these large tree ferns here in the background. Wonder how much they are. Should we go around and have a little look? So $159.99. Look at the thickness on the trunk there. I have never seen a tree fern as large as this. The trunk is not far off. Well, I think it's about 5-6 foot tall. And it's £360. 500 for the ones behind. Or 500 they are they? Oh, that's a little bit larger again. I just can't believe the span on that. It's huge. That's the biggest tree fern I've ever seen. £360. There's a lovely display of different hostas. And look at that one there, the big daddy. Loads here to choose from. The leaves look absolutely fantastic. I know, and I'm still drawn to that large tree fern, but it's actually been sold. It's got a sold ticket on it. And I'm not surprised either at that price. Wonderful specimen. So Tony has been completely taken in by all these wonderful plants here. There's such a display, all different types. Yuccas. A little Yucca rostrata there. $49.99. And that is something that I haven't come across before. Cordyline Charlie Boy. Lovely colour on that. That's $94.50 for that one. So moving along. Just look at the leaves on that against the blue sky. Absolutely amazing. I've never come across a garden centre with so much choice. So it's taken us probably about an hour, hour and a half to get here. but there is no garden centre by us with a choice like this. Look at that there. Amazing. Absolutely amazing choices. I keep saying it. I'll have a look now when I come around. I've got to get a new pot anyway to put my salvia in. Just look at the size there on that cycas. And there's Tony there for scale. Stand by the side of that, Tony, see how big it is. Stand by the side of that, see how big it is. That is huge. How much is that? $5.99. So those two smaller cycasses there, 119 they are, which isn't a bad price. And that large Yucca rostrata, $2.99. That's in really good health. Just look at the width on that. And this large polytunnel here, this is what I've travelled all this way to see. Jungle plants. So let's take a look inside. So there's a sign there that says, make sure any plants purchased from this tunnel are properly hardened off before moving them into full sun, because these have been in the shade of the polytunnel. So where do we actually start in here? So beautiful Scheffleras, winter jungle, the Schefflera taiwaniana, mountain gem, so many different types. Beautiful. I know I keep on saying that word, but I've never come across plants like these. The Brassioopsis, shall I or shan't I? $34.99. I'll probably never get a chance locally to pick up one of these, so I may get one. $34.99. Just look at those leaves there. Absolutely amazing. So we keep going. Things that I haven't seen before. Tetrapanax. How much are they? $39.99 for the Tetrapanax. Moving along, we've got the Rex. And I'm not sure. Were they $24.99 for the Rex? Look at these. Oh, what's Tony found now in the background?
Monkey.
A monkey. We're going to buy that for the tiki bar?
Yeah.
How much is he? Oh, that's expensive. Well, if you want them, you have them. So one plant that I haven't got in the garden is a Pseudopanax. I don't really know an awful lot about these, apart from the fact that they've got beautiful leaves. And such a variety of plants that I've never come across before. Amazing. So we've got different fatsias here. Carnivorous plants. Water polytunnel. I feel like it's my birthday coming here today. It's been a long awaited visit, but definitely worth that extra effort in the car. So moving now into the Acer tunnel. So I'm not going to go through all of the different Acers, as they've just got far too many to go through, but just to stop and have a look at the lovely colours that they've got. Just look at all these. Amazing. That's beautiful. So another tunnel, the exotic plants. Go on, Tony, go in and we'll have a little look, see what we've got. Now this is definitely some plants that I've never seen before. Just look at them there. Like beautiful little lanterns. I'll have a look at the cactus now. Absolutely amazing. I'll be there now. Euphorbia. It's so warm in these polytunnels. Just look at the bright foliage on those. They are the brightest pink I've ever seen. And I didn't actually think that it was possible to grow these in the UK. You see these a lot when you're abroad on your holidays in the hot sun. The temperature in here is just boiling. More yucca. 149 for these ones. And it's nice to actually come into a garden centre and have a choice of a good few rather than one or two. And for the quality, that is an amazing price. So we've got different gingers here, and cannas, colocasia, and some climbers that are definitely something a little different. Passifloras, just look at those there. Fantastic. So we've also got plenty of Ioniums here and Mangavis. And Tony's taking a fancy to that there in the pot. Go and have a look around the other side, Tony, see how much it is. I'm not really sure what it is, but it is a lovely plant. Any ticket on it that side? What does it say?
129.
129, and what plant is it?
A Yucca.
Yeah. So it was a Yucca foliifera. £129. Lovely looking plant. So it's so warm inside here. I've left Tony outside looking up the hardiness of that Yucca foliifera because he fancies one now to take home in the car. They're lovely. Beautiful. So the question is Tony gonna get this plant behind me or is he gonna leave it here? And just look at that there. Well, those ferocious spikes
Stuck in my head.
just stuck in the side of Tony's head. The plant fell over. He leaned forward to keep it straight and it went straight into the side of the head. So I think you need to go into the bathroom, Tony, and give that some cold water. So Tony now has gone into the bathroom to clean up the cut. I wondered if there's such a thing as yucca poisoning. I hope not. Hopefully some clean water will get that sorted out. Tony's back. He's back from the bathroom. He'll survive. He's just got a bit of a lump on the side of his head, but apart from that, he's doing okay. So there's lovely choices of clematis here. And these are roughly about £15 each. Jasmine plants as well. And just look at that there. Beautiful. That is Clematis the Vagabond. What a lovely flower on that. Lovely dark purple. So much choice. We couldn't have chosen a nicer day to come here today. It's pretty quiet as well out the back of the garden centre, which is just the way that we like it. Now this here is also a plant that's been on my wish list for quite a while, and this is a Viburnum Davidi. Lovely, £54.99, but it's in quite a large pot. So we're back now from the garden centre, and what exactly did we buy? So the first thing that we got was this lovely Yucca folifera, and that's quite a tall plant, and as we found out earlier today, it's also very vicious. So I bought some bedding plants, which is something that I don't normally buy, but I wanted these just to add a little bit of colour into the Belfast sink. So behind that we've got the Pseudopanax, and I haven't had one of these before, so that is something that I've got to really look up and find out more about that plant. And this one here is a plant that I've been wanting for a very long time, and that is the Viburnum Davidi. So behind that I've also bought a new pot, a terracotta pot, half price, £12.50. So I've given everything a little bit of a water now, as they were in a really hot car coming home. So you can also see there that I've potted up the sink now with some annual colour, and that'll just give a little pop of colour in this warm weather. So I hope you enjoyed having a look around Millbrook Garden Centre with us today, and they really had some rarities there, things that you just wouldn't find in other local garden centres. So if it is within reach, it's definitely worth a visit. So if you haven't already, please like, comment and subscribe, and until next time, where I'll be finding some spaces to put these new plants, I'll see you soon. Bye for now.